Admittedly, one is a practice swing, one is a real swing, but still the movement's obviously going to be showcasing that differently, okay? So you can see on the other, before the club even moves...
I still get my hands...
This is back about half an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
It's not now, just the one just gone, okay?
Okay.
So it's dragging the club away now.
Yeah, okay.
Your hands are still higher than the club head, and the club sort of hinges now about here.
Okay.
So you're putting a lot of stress and strain on your back there, because you're just putting the club so far over here, it's going to get heavy. So you've got to try and almost recover that by going and collapsing.
Okay.
So if you're moving that... Oh, sorry. If you're moving your knees outside...
Yeah, I noticed I was doing that.
Yeah.
I started to do that.
There you go, and you're stretching so far out there,
Yeah.
you're moving so far off the golf ball that trying to come back to the golf ball, when you get to here, you can't keep the arms, and then you collapse here and then basically do that. So that kind of movement there, nothing really moves apart from your right wrist just giving way, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not really hinging your wrist as such, you're just going and collapsing, okay? So from back here now, as you come to the golf ball, then you've got to try and get some speed with your left arm. Here she comes, left arm starts bending that way, okay? Now just leaves the face open, off to the right or topped low, okay? This one here now, okay? The club nose overtaking your hands and you're hinging there, okay? So you're actually creating the L position more so there, top of the backswing. You turn your shoulders, completing the top of the backswing here, and then the club looks a lot more stable there now at the top. As you start coming down, this is going to drop. You get to here now, right arm and club extend and straighten, back to the golf ball. Left arm is straight, put the in there, it's not perfectly straight, obviously. And as you release on through to a nice finished position, okay? And your practice swing is certainly faster than your real swing, just because you swing it better, okay? But there's when the ball there, it's like, I want more power this way.
Okay.
Once you get this movement, again, this is kind of just a move you have to just, again, practice as much as you can. When you're out on the golf course playing with the girls, if you've got your tee shot and you stood there waiting, just stand there, just try and get the feeling of this left arm movement as much as you can. They may not show it much on the golf this week, but there's a par 4 on the US Open course. It's a drivable par 4. So the pros can knock it on with their tee shot from like 320 yards or whatever. So because it's a long, long hole relative to a par 3, there'll be some waiting time on that hole because the guys have got to walk 300 yards and then play the hole and finish off. So there'll be a few groups on that tee waiting. So what you might see is a few pros stood there and was hand in the pocket, so doing this, just stood around with a club, just trying to keep nice and loose, just keep that club swinging back and forth, doing this, okay, without any sort of careless, or maybe doing sort of some work on their down their little wrist. They'll be doing something in their waiting time. You're on a golf course for the best part of 4 hours when you play a full 18. You hit the golf ball for about 45 minutes. So you've got 3 hours 15 to do other stuff. Walking includes a lot of that, obviously. And chatting. Well, yes. But you can still talk and do the thing. Multitasking, okay? But that movement now with this left arm here, getting this left arm to learn to hinge. And again, do it at a speed, I say, nice and slow. You can see the club face. And I would actually encourage, when you feel you're getting better at it, try to golf with one arm. Just to practice. Can you come back to the golf with just your left arm? Yeah. Just so you get better with your left arm. So I tell you what, you ask any golf professional, who are most of them are probably one-sided, quite dominant, and said, okay, right, hit a tennis ball with a backhand left hand, they probably just go and do that because they can swing their left arm as a right-handed golfer this way. Whereas you ask a lot of people who are non-left-handed, do a backhand, they go or it's an awkward kind of movement. So at the moment now, I wouldn't suggest doing it too much, okay? But once you feel, okay, I'm getting this move better, just try and hit a few shots, just see how it goes, okay? Make sense? Excellent.